Good afternoon, y'all. How y'all doing? My name is Joel Antonio Simon Hall. I made this video basically to give you a little insight on, you know, me, the individual, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of other stuff, that um, what I'm passionate about. But I wanted to give you a little introduction. First of all, um, I'm basically new back into society. Um, I did some time in the penitentiary for 15 years. Was given 25 years for burglary, habitation, and armed robbery with a deadly weapon. There was nobody killed or anything like that. But while when I went into the penitentiary or went into prison, I fell flat on my face, all the way flat. Everything that I had, I lost. I lost opportunity to see my son coming into the world. I lost, of course, a woman. I lost everything that I had, that I possessed. The only thing that I had in the penitentiary, was my mind. Your body belongs to the system. You know what I'm saying? Especially in prison. Um, while I was in prison, though, I basically, what did I do to basically cope with the time? I also built up a lot of anger, but I used the time. I didn't serve time. Time served me. Yeah, how did I do that? Well, I basically learned what the system was basically about. The system in which people in jail basically are part of um, is not about rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is individual preference. If you want to come out of prison any way you want, you can. I could have came out the penitentiary a homosexual. I could have came out the penitentiary a pimp, a thug, a gangster, corrupt, negative. But while I was in prison, I'm going to call the prison the lava bottom. You know what I'm saying? Or the core of the earth. When you're in the earth, you know what I'm saying, it's a rock. Not you, but a rock when it's in the core of the earth. It's so much pressure, it becomes a diamond. And I left out of prison a diamond. I left out of prison because, for one, prison didn't break me. Prison, yes, I did time in prison. I didn't leave out of prison a statistic, another number. I didn't leave out of prison a slave. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do belong to the system physically, but mentally, I didn't leave out there becoming what they thought I would be, a career criminal. What I did to cope with my time, I did various exercises. I did pull-ups, I did push-ups, I did body squats, I did lunges, I did jumping jacks. I did so many. I think the most I did for pull-ups was at least, what I would do every day would be 500 pull-ups, and I would do that before 50 minutes, or it would sometimes take me an hour. You know, for lunges, or let's just say squats, I do 500 body squats, Mike Tyson squats, jumping squats. But you'll see these exercises later on down the line. I call my convict conditioning lava pit training. The lava is fire. The pit basically represents, you know what I'm saying, the earth. And fire, for one, when it's at a high temperature surrounding rock, what it does, it turns the rock into a diamond. And that's what the training basically did for me. People thought I was a weightlifter, but I did more body weight. But has transformed me, not only physically but as well as mentally. I had to find something to help cope with my time. If I did not, or if I wasn't into physical fitness training, the anger that I, you know, developed in prison, it would have, caused me to leave out of prison psychologically screwed up. Yes, I did leave out of prison angry, but it wasn't to the point of me being wanting to kill and hurt human life or just anything, or something like a crazy individual, Tasmanian devil, whatever. I left out with an aim and a purpose. The aim and purpose was to be a motivation or a life story to those who are running around here with this attitude that you gangster, that you thug. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not mad at y'all, but I'm disappointed with a lot of these father figures that are not really doing their job. You got to do your job, man. You first of all, you got to, have self-knowledge. This is not pertaining to religion. This is about you, the African American man, whatever you call yourself, or let's just say man, period. But black man or African American man particularly, we have a lot of young men out here in this world, man, that need father figures. We have a lot of sisters out here that need good husbands, good men. Physical fitness played a good role, but it also did something for my mind. I know how to cope with stress and cope with the negative BS. We gotta, as men, get ourselves together, man. Not only financially, but socially, spiritually, the whole 9 yards. I had to develop myself in the penitentiary before I got out of prison, because I did not want to get out and repeat the same cycle. Yes, it's hard to get a job because I have a felony. You know what I'm saying? But instead, what I've done, I come out of prison with a mentality. I carve walking sticks. I make statues. You can look at my Facebook page. Just look up Joel Hall. I'm into physical fitness training. I'm not all cut up. When I got out of prison, I was shredded. But I developed, my chest through doing dips and various exercises. And like I said, in due time, you brothers are going to basically see humanity. And this is not a page for black people. This is a page for all people. I don't have to run around here drinking a 40 ounce or drinking and corrupting my body. My body is my temple, my vessel. This is where God resides. And this applies to Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, whatever. You got to respect yourself. Particularly you, black man, you got to respect yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, nobody will respect you at all. And I had to develop this mentality while I was in prison. You want your woman to respect you, you want humanity to respect you, your children to respect you, you got to get self-knowledge. Because once you find out what self-knowledge is, once you find out that you've been created in the image and likeness of Almighty God, can nothing keep you down. You'll be seeing a lot more of me. This is just part 1. Deuces.